for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Why not?
No, he's not going to say anything. I kind of forgot. We have a couple things in the notebook to look at. So this is the thing that they were doing before I accidentally listened to that other thing. Learning about colors, I guess. And then this is the hologram stuff we saw. I think that's the right word. Alright, there's that. I think that's it.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline.
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the
Hello,
whole
child.
of human knowledge
My
next to the
name is
origin of one
Samina.
girl?
Today is a
Continue
big
your
day.
search.
Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn.
Is this the same
so
thing?
much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction.
I guess it is.
Offline.
Oh. It's probably going to be the same thing over and
Hello,
over.
child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your
Yeah.
first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Hello, child.
Yep. It's all
My
the
name
same.
is Samina. Today, hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a
Why did they let me
Hello,
scan like
child.
multiple
My
versions
name
of
is
it?
Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school.
I mean, come on.
There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Forward access to Dr. Sobek.
Hang
Please
on.
end message with focus.
Let me run down here
That
and see if
sounds
there's
important.
anything I missed.
I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
See, there's that down there, but I don't... You know what? This is probably just like a classroom type thing. Where they all sit at their desk, and that's how they get taught. By a computer. Which, you know... kind of the world we live in now. What do we have? Yeah, this is the welcome thing. You know what? I probably shouldn't have moved my cursor. Because I always forget that the thing gets man. I always forget that the thing automatically appears on one of the... or the thing you just got, but it doesn't actually open it up. Really annoying. Well, I have no idea what I just picked up. Is it this? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's too bad. Oh well. I really don't remember. I wasn't really paying attention to the name thing.
Elizabeth, This message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. What if? Oh. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
All right.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Aletheia 9. Brood 1 access unsealed.
Yeah, we should probably play it safe. I was gonna try to jump across and see if I could, do that. However, am I not allowed to climb this way? Come on. Really? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna try to jump. Okay, there we go. So I guess Aloy is a clone of Elizabeth. I guess.
This is going to be interesting.
Okay, this is like the school area. Okay. Let's just keep moving forward. Oh, back in the beginning. Oh, did you see that? Her midsection was gone for a second.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! Up! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy! That she may forge the path for others to follow.
All right.
Say she came from the mountain. That the mountain was her mother.
Maybe we should talk to Tirsa.
The anointed in action? How kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
It's really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
Thank you. The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position. Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Yes?
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids. A band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Rost's was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border, Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking, brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
But Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later, and terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious, in agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
So Rost never finished his mission.
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him, leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All-Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift and never a burden.
All right, Tirsa, that's quite a story.
Yep. She was right. It was a long story.
It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could to help me through the years, and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more, but I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
Oh, thank you, Aloy. I will pray for you.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
They slaughtered our tribespeople and thought us broken.
All right.
But now we will show them that we endure.
The mountain that fell. Okay. Oh, I have skill points. So I could either find extra resources. I don't really care about mount stuff. I'm thinking it might be a good idea to start going for these double shot and triple shot. What is this? Proctor lens? Don't really care. So there's Rost's story. We finally learned about that, and it seems like it was mostly his own decision to become an outcast and all that stuff. You know, for most of the game, it seemed like, you know, the Nora are just like super into their beliefs, and they kind of forced Rost into his situation. But after listening to that story, it seems like Rost is really the one who really put himself there. Like, he wanted to be outcast. He wanted to go after the Outlanders for revenge. So now it makes a little bit more sense. And yeah, still
Aloy,
some of these beliefs that the Nora have are kind of like,
she can do anything,
or rituals and stuff.
beyond the sacred land.
I don't really agree with them, but you know what? Everybody can believe in whatever they want. So anyway,
My life has been long, but I've never seen anything like that. Tirsa was right. A blessing, not a curse. We were so unsure.
Those who spilled our tribe's blood will pay.
Anointed. I misread the signs. Forgive!
I told you, Lansra, I'm not your anointed.
We have lost many brave warriors.
Now she's all
but they did not
trying to trying to worship us, but Aloy's not having any of that.
Aloy, how did you do that? We'll go to Meridian, Aloy. I'll bring Mother's spear.
Arana.
Your father is right. You belong here. You both do.
The anointed will cleanse the corruption beyond the sacred land. She's earned my
Aloy.
10 times over.
I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll see me at Meridian.
Of course. That much is simple. But the rest...
Complicated. I know. But maybe if I took you into the heart of the mountain...
No. At least, not yet. I don't know. Please don't think less of me, Aloy. But the goddess chose you to see that. Not me.
Right.
Oh, wait. Did we go through this already?
So the survivors took
It was Tirsa Lansra.
Tirsa's decision.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we went through this already.
I'll be on my way then.
I always knew you weren't like other Nora.
Neither are you, Varl. Maybe, if we survive all this, I can show you what I've learned. What I'm learning.
Perhaps. If the goddess so wills it.
See you in Meridian.
You see, I feel like whenever they talk about plans for, like, after everything is done, that's kind of foreshadowing a bad ending. Like, this is the last time we're gonna talk to each other or something. I don't know, I played way too many video games that have, like, sad endings, and I'm afraid that this is gonna be one of them.
The tribe I served is gone. Soon I will be too.
The Nora have lost too many, Resh. But in your case, I guess they can lose one more.
Well, so long. Now he's somebody I wouldn't be too upset about seeing, never seeing again. Like, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. I don't think there's anybody else to talk to. We'll just head on up to the mountain. Which is where? All the way over here. And I don't have anything near that. Gosh darn it. Alright, so we're at this campfire. I basically just ran from like here over here. Nothing too much. So we're gonna climb up here. And then we're just gonna continue climbing. It's gonna be a lengthy climb, I think.
Will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
I mean, I've been doing that for... How many hours have I been playing? Like 30 hours at this point? Oh, I wasn't looking to see if she was reaching for it. That could have been dangerous.
Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Alright. Luckily they're putting a lot of medicine around here. That's good. Shock wax. You know, it might be a good idea to hang on to some of that.
Good. I can use
Since
this.
I have shock arrows now. I'm assuming I use shock wax for shock arrows, but you never know. Oh great, we have stalkers.